Our country has lots of symbols, like our American flag. And in our book, Larry got to see a lot of those symbols in our nation's capital. Many of them are considered great monuments of our history. Probably the most popular is the Washington Monument, as it stands so tall like a pencil in the sky. Our tour begins up by the nation's capital, where our lawmakers create bills and laws to make our country safe. Lots of smaller monuments exist in Washington, D.C., like this to the Titanic or this to the American Cuban Friendship Alliance. More important memorials, like this one to the veterans of the Korean War, help us remember the sacrifice of many people in our past during times of conflict. Each of these memorials, like the Vietnam Wall, where names are listed on those who are killed in action, missing in action, are visited often by loved ones who leave mementos of why their loved one, whose name is on the wall, is so important to them. Probably the largest war memorial is that to World War II, where each state contributed, like here, Maryland's pillar, and each service is represented. The largest monument on the entire National Mall is probably the Lincoln Memorial, where our 14th president's words and his likeness are represented. It sits at the end of the reflecting pool. In between the reflecting pool and the Washington Monument are the John F. Kennedy hockey fields, a different kind of monument where people can play and a way to remember our president who was fond of sports. Many more monuments dot the National Mall, including this incredible castle called the Smithsonian Castle, where the museum's offices are located. A further along the way is the National Tidal Basin, where important members of our community, like Dr. Martin Luther King, are remembered for their wisdom. President Roosevelt, who was president during the Great Depression, has a wonderful monument that not only talks about his presidency, but his wife's role in our world. Kids love to play there and remember all kinds of different facts about him. Continuing along the tidal basin, you can look back and see the Washington Monument from the Jefferson Memorial. This memorial remembers the president who helped write the original laws to our country. If you look inside, you'll see President Jefferson standing tall, remembering everything that our country stood for. All the time having Mr. Washington's monument look right over and guide his way.